The Thunder vaporized the Nuggets like a fat guy at McDonald's eating chicken nuggets, 125-93 in Game 7 as Oklahoma City advances. They head now to the Western Conference Final, and the top-seeded Thunder will host the sixth-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves starting on, Tuesday night? There you go. So Oklahoma City, the first trip to the conference finals since 2016. And so that is the setup here. But the better story is in the losing locker room. And so that is where we will begin as we discuss the question, how does one explain Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets getting crushed like a bug on the rug? They got stomped on in Game 7. It's one thing to lose, but to not have any kind of fight, a gutless effort by the Denver Nuggets in this game. So I've got Poetic, Tom Hanks, and Jelly Roll. And we will combine all of these things together and make a nice trip to Cancun is what we're going to make. So this was what I call a bad good game. I use that phrase, if you've been with the show a long time, you know sometimes I'll use the phrase bad good. Now, what I mean by that, it was bad to watch. It wasn't competitive, but it was good because it was such a rat kill, you didn't need to watch it. I'm not going to sit here and say I watched. After midway through the third quarter, I'm out. The most valuable thing we have is our time. I'm not wasting my time on that dreck, okay? I'm out. If the Nuggets aren't going to try, why am I going to try to watch? My God. Now, Denver, they started the game with an old Hollywood trick. We see this back when people used to watch movies. I know movies are kind of lame now, and people don't really go to movies, and the movies they make are terrible for the most part. But when you used to, back in the old days, people used to actually go to the movies. Like a big deal. You know, it was a huge deal. And so that quick start, it's called the fake-out opening. That quick start where you think, man, this is great opening scene. You're like, we got something here. This is good. It's going to be a good movie. And then you settle in, and it stinks. Movie blows, right? And the Nuggets got out of the gates. They were up by 11 points. You figure that have a chance in the fourth quarter. They had to play with the lead. So they were up by 11 midway through the first quarter. From that point forward, I went back. I did the Maller math on this. From that point forward, up 11, they were outscored, they being the Nuggets, by 54 points. They fell behind by 43 points. So they went up 11, down 43. And turn at the last, the party's over. Now, in that stretch, Oklahoma City faced no defense. Why couldn't the Nuggets play defense like that against the Clippers in Game 7? In fact, the Nuggets looked like the Clippers. They gave up. They had James Harden out there playing for the Nuggets. They had 5 James Hardens out there for the Denver Nuggets. So Oklahoma City, in that stretch where they went from down 11 to up 43, you had SGA and Jalen Williams combined for 55 points in that stretch. They shot 60% in a Game 7, over 60%. While in that stretch, the Denver Stars, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray combined for 26 points and shot 43%. Now, I never played in the NBA. I just do an overnight show, but I don't think that's good. Do you think that's good? The Nuggets were an anemic 17% from three-point range, led by Jamal Murray's 1 of 8 from three-point range in that stretch. Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Now, that being said, I am actually happy the Nuggets lost. Why are you happy the Nuggets lost? You should be happy the Nuggets lost. No, it's not because of that guy, Jeff in Denver, that calls the show. It's not because of that guy. But the way I look at the Nuggets losing here, I'm going to go very deep here. I feel like this is poetic, that Denver lost. It's poetic justice. And somewhere at a mansion far, far away, Michael Malone cracked open a cold one and celebrated the demise of the Nuggets because they did him dirty. Dirty, dirty dogs. They did Michael Malone dirty, dumping him days before the playoffs. You dance with the one you brought. They whacked Malone thinking that Weasley ownership there in Denver, They thought, well, we'll get rid of the GM, we'll get rid of the coach, we're going to be fine. And how'd that turn out? They hired that, I want to be polite, Nepo interim coach David Adelman. Okay, that guy. And they thought, we're going to zoom into the Final Four and all that. Well, the doppelganger, as a listener pointed out, of the Impractical Joker star James Murray had nothing, had absolutely nothing right there. And so the Nuggets are out, which is good. It's poetic justice. You don't want to see a team that makes that kind of business decision, that kind of pathetic move, like the Denver Nuggets have success, and they didn't have it. All right, now, turning the page. So this got me all worked up. One of the pet peeves I have is how amazingly lazy the modern athlete is, right? How babied, how coddled the modern athlete is. And it's a great example of that in what happened after Game 7. So Aaron Gordon, who started despite a hamstring injury, when you would have thought they had to amputate it. It was like during the Civil War, they had to amputate the leg, and he went out there and played. Amazing. He hopped on one leg. He was on a hopper. So he played. Fine. Okay, good for him. All right? But rather than just celebrating the fact that he played, not that he played that great, rather than just that, after the game had concluded, Aaron Gordon said he had a wish about what he'd like to see the NBA do with the schedule in the playoffs. And now keep in mind, the players have complained for a long time. Well, we got back-to-back games in the regular season. So the NBA made sure in the playoffs, no back-to-back. You never play back-to-back. Never, ever back-to-back. They used to play back-to-back. They never play back-to-back. That's not good enough for this schmuck. Listen to Aaron Gordon. Take a listen.
I would really, really appreciate it if there were a couple of days in between games in the playoffs instead of every other day, regardless if you go 7 games. And I understand if you do your work early and you get first seed, then you can have some time off. But I think the days in between games, not just off day and a travel day, but a travel day and a recovery day, just two days. I think the product of the game would be a lot better. I think there'd be just a better product on the floor, just to give all these professional athletes just one more day of rest, and you would see a higher level of basketball, probably less blowouts.
Okay. That was not AI, by the way. People think, well, no one would actually, like, no marshmallow would actually say that. Like, why would they want their name? Like, he said it. That's not AI. That's real. So Aaron Gordon, you just heard it. He thinks the NBA needs more days off between playoff games to prevent postseason blowouts. What is your verdict on this one? Okay, so my verdict on this is poppycocky. That is my verdict on that. Poppycock. Poppycock, 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 poppycock. That's my verdict. It is twisted reasoning. And that's twisted reasoning. It's ridiculous. Like, tell me you don't know what you're talking about without telling me you don't know what you're talking about. The schedule is fair because it's equal for all the teams. Like, there is supposed to be a degree of difficulty in the NBA playoffs. Hello? Like, what are we doing here? Like, everyone's playing under the same umbrella, the same conditions. And I keep hearing from people that, well, we have the top trainers. We use computer science and technology and all this stuff. We're so advanced. The advancements to help the human body quickly recover. Oh, my God. It's never enough. And it reminds me of the Tom Hanks character in The League of Their Own. When you talk about this, of course it's hard, right? Yes, it's supposed to be hard. It was easy. Everyone would do it. These guys, Aaron Gordon's like, you're a wuss. What are you doing? We need an extra. How about a week? How about we play like the NFL? Wait, once a week. Every Sunday you play a game. Every Sunday play a stupid game. That wouldn't be enough. It is so stupid. I can't wrap my head around how dumb this is. Oh, we need extra day. Yeah, okay. How about the NBA Finals? It'll be sometime, maybe in August, they'll end the NBA Finals. Would that be good? My God. The whole point is to distinguish what the gold is from the gravel. And to do that, you have to have the war of attrition. Not the war of let's get as much rest as we can possibly have. It's like, geez. And yeah, I'm sure blowouts will never happen. Yeah. How about you don't quit like the Nuggets did in this game? Then you won't get blown out. How about that? You don't give me. Oh, they quit. You don't lose a game by that many points if you're trying. You don't. And the players, again, they complain about the back-to-backs. Fine, you have to do that because of scheduling issues with the arenas. And so they've gotten rid of a lot of that, the back-to-backs. They used to play many more back-to-backs, and they bellyache about playing every other day in the playoffs. And it's like the lesson is no matter what, you guys are going to bitch about something. You're going to complain about something. Just shut up. It's annoying. It's unbecoming. I mean, do you realize the people that are watching your stupid games are working 2 or 3 jobs, most of them? They're not seeing any other family, their loved ones, and you're complaining because you want an extra day off between a stupid playoff game when you're already getting a day off between the – that's Aaron Gordon. All right, anyway. Now, the last part of this, Nikola Jokic also – gave us some good content post-game as the Nuggets have been extinguished from the playoffs. They've been decommissioned from the postseason. So he was asked whether the Nuggets can win a championship as they are currently constructed, another title with this group of players. And, well, here's what he had to say. Take a listen.
Do you feel like this team could still win a championship as it's put together now?
I mean, we didn't, so obviously we can't. If we could, we will win it. So I don't believe in those if stuff. So we had the opportunity, we didn't win it. So I think we can't.
Okay, there you go. Ifs. I do not believe in the word if. All right, so the question, where does Denver go from here? Where does Denver go from here? Do they simply remodel around Nikola Jokic, or is this a total demo, blow it up? So the answer, my decoder ring tells me what the Joker just said there is, nah, we're cooked, is what he meant to say, right? We're cooked, we're screwed. I mean, this is bad. All right, so if I'm the Nuggets, like, the chances of them getting a player in the next 5 to 10 years as good as Jokic still is are slim and none, as the line goes, and none is on a plane right now going to Bermuda. So good luck on that. What you do here if you're the Nuggets, you go down to Home Depot, and it's a DIY project. Do it yourself, all right? This is a do-it-yourself project. You've got really 2 or 3 seasons of Jokic where you can make this thing work. You can make this thing work. And so you treat Nikola Jokic like the Jelly Roll song, and you just hold on to him until the wheels fall off of Jokic. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy like he's going to complain and demand to go to some other team. He doesn't seem like that kind of – maybe he is, and he's been in the NBA a long time. And by osmosis, maybe he's learned to be a schmuck like all the other guys and demand to go to some big market team somewhere. But if I'm the Nuggets, and I got no skin in the game here, if I'm the Denver Nuggets, I'm like, hey, I'm riding this. All right, I'm going until the wheels fall off. He's 30 years old. So you got, like I said, 2 or 3 seasons, and this is going to be a decline. The athletic prime's at 32. That's the peak, and then it's slowly, you hope it slowly goes down, and you fill the gaps in around him, and you try to make one more sustained run with Jokic, and that's it. If he's done, when he's done, you move on.